English grammar, articles, are and the in 2 weeks. Day 7, new and known information. You are doing really great, halfway through.
In this lesson, we will take one more look at new and known information. Just to review, our first rule was to decide whether a noun was countable or uncountable, and our second rule was whether information was new or known. As we can see in our now familiar table, there are 4 different options. There is one slight change in that we use writer and reader as our examples are taken from emails. In the first 3 cases, where there is a combination of new and known, then a countable noun takes a, and an uncountable noun has no article. Only when the noun information is known to both writer and reader does it take the. Okay, now we will look at 4 different emails which have examples of these rules in context. Our first example is a business email reply. We have divided it into 3 parts. Please pause the video and see if you can work out what article goes in each gap. Use the new or known hints to decide. Please pause the video now. How did you get on? Let's check the answers. Part 1 states, "Thank you for message. Today I would like to introduce new project." The email opens with a thank you. This is a formula in which both reader and writer already know about a previous message, so it is the message. Then the email moves on to new information for both reader and writer. This is actually signalled by the word new in new project, and so is a new project. Part 2 states, "We are thinking about marketing new line of watches." Here, the phrase "thinking about" gives us a clue that this is also new information. It is new to both the reader and writer, so it is a new line of watches. Part 3 states, "Do you think your company is interested in idea?" Idea refers to the new project about watches, and so as it has already been mentioned, it is known to both reader and writer, and hence is the idea. Our second example is a thank you message, which is also divided into 3 parts. Again, please pause the video and see if you can work out what article goes in each gap. Use the new or known hints to decide. Please pause the video now. Okay, let's check the answers to example 2. Part 1 states, "Thank you for inviting us to party the other day." This is an opening formula with known information to the reader and writer. They must have both attended the party, so it is known to both of them and is the party. Part 2 states, "It was great. We enjoyed food, music and company." The email continues with information about the party known to both the reader and writer, the food, the music and the company. Part 3 states, "We will be holding similar event in the near future. We'd love you to come." Here the writer knows about the next party, but the reader doesn't, so it is a similar event. Our third example is an apology message that is divided into 3 parts. Please pause the video and see if you can work out what article goes in each gap. Use the new or known hints to decide. Please pause the video now. Okay, let's check the answers to example 3. Part 1 says, "I'm sorry for delay in responding to your email." Both the writer and reader know that the writer has been slow in replying, so it will be the delay. Part 2 says, "We had friend come from the Philippines last week and we were tied up with visitor." Here the writer is introducing the reason for the delay in replying. This is known to the writer but new to the listener, and therefore is a friend when first introduced. But it is known to both with the second mention as the visitor. It's a different noun but refers to the same known person. Part 3 says, But we could look at proposal that you sent. Here the writer responds to the initial email that they have received. Proposal is known to both writer and reader, so it is the proposal. In this slide are universally known nouns which always take the. For example, the sun rises from the east. Neil Armstrong was the first man on the moon. Ice at the Arctic Pole is gradually disappearing. Let us have a quick practice of these types in our last email. Our final example is an informal email about a recent trip, which is again divided into 3 parts. Please pause the video and see if you can work out what article goes in each gap. As usual, use the new or known hints to decide. Please pause the video now. How did you get on? Let's check the answers. Part 1 says, we visited Canberra, capital of Australia. Here we have a noun which is known to all, the capital. Part 2 states, it was new for me, but as you know, in Southern Hemisphere, houses facing to north are more popular. The noun phrases Southern Hemisphere and north are known universally, so they take the. Part 3 states, I had interesting experience while I was in Canberra. Finally, in example 3, the speaker knows the story that she wants to share with the listener, but the listener does not know the story yet, so it is an interesting experience. We hope these emails have been useful in thinking about new and known information. Please check out the multiple choice quiz for this lesson, which has more examples. Happy article learning!